Hey guys, Mark here from ShotKit. I'm standing on the beach up at the Tweed Heads, which is where we're living in Australia now. And sorry about the noise, it's just the sea in the background, high tide. Anyway, I thought I'd make this quick video about probably the best investment that I've made for my photography for a long time. And it's not what you probably think. It's not a camera or lens or anything like that. It's actually a printer. Now, I've owned printers in the past, color printers, black and white printers, and I've had varying amounts of success, or rather failure with them. They've always been annoying to set up, just a pain in the arse to maintain, they're expensive to buy inks for, and worst of all, the pictures never looked like they did on my screen. So I'd print something out and it would just be too dark, or the colors would be off, and I don't know about you, but I just can't be bothered with all those calibration, all the calibration software and those little spider things that you hang on the screen. I just don't have time for that, and I'm not going to be entering any print competitions or anything like that, so I'm not really too fussed about spending time trying to get the colors exactly right. So long story short, I've given up on printers a long time ago. And then the printer that I'm going to talk about today came on my radar. It's called the Canon PIXMA Pro100S. It's a huge thing, it weighs almost 20 kilos, and I was lucky enough to borrow one from Canon. So they sent me this thing in a huge box, and I fully expected to have the entire day spent on fiddling around with it, trying to get it to start working and print pictures for me. So I was pretty surprised when all I needed to do was carry the thing. Actually, that was pretty hard, it's 20 kilograms, so I had to heave it over to the router, which is located in my garage, and push a button on the back of the router, and then it recognized the printer, and then I brought it back in, and then I couldn't actually believe that it was already linked up, so I just went into Lightroom and fired off a test print. It's the first time I've used Lightroom to print anything, believe it or not, but I just went in there, click print, and I was amazed that the print that came out was, A, it was beautiful, and B, it was spot on. The colours were, they matched my screen, you know, they're rich, contrasty, beautiful colours, and it was exactly how I thought it, exactly how I hoped it would look when I pressed print. And also, if I look really closely in the shadows, I could actually pick up more in the print than was in my picture on the screen, which is incredible. And then after that, I started going through all my old photos and going crazy printing them out. One thing that I should add, this PIXMA Pro prints out in A3, A3 plus size, which is, I hadn't heard of that format before, but it's slightly different to A3, I think. Anyway, in Lightroom, it's pretty easy. You just set up a custom size. In your software, it may already have A3 plus in there, but anyway, it takes like 10 seconds to enter the dimensions from the package. Yeah, it's super simple. You just literally push print and you get these amazing A3 size prints. If you want to have a play around, you can move around the photos on the print preview screen, and Lightroom has all these templates that you can use that are pretty good, or you can just just create your own on that A3 size preview. Obviously the PIXMA Pro prints in other sizes as well, but I didn't even bother with that. It's so amazing being able to make a print at A3, especially considering the fact that I've been a pro photographer for years now, and I've been shooting for many more years than that. I've never really printed a photo out in that good quality before. It sounds stupid. And I've never printed out on an A3 size either. And if you haven't done that, I highly recommend it. It really, I'm getting a little bit tired of photography. I'm a little bit, not tired, but just uninspired, I guess. And being able to print out your work just creates a whole new level of sort of enthusiasm for me. Not to mention the fact that you can give these prints as presents. So this is a huge thing for me, being able to have a printer in my house that prints out amazing quality, and then if I have any visitors come round, or if I just want to make a present for someone, I can just make a huge print that will look amazing on their wall and give it to them. This is what I did at Christmas actually. We had some friends over, and I took a few snaps of them, with their children, and then went into the office, and a minute or so later I came out holding this A3 print, and just being able to give that to them and see their reaction is just priceless. Now, digital photos, you know, they're pretty much worthless. Every day you're just bombarded with all these amazing photos on the internet and whatever, and they just come and go. Like, digital photos, they're just this transient thing that anyone can create. But just the power of print is just really brought home to me with this printer, actually. And being able to give someone a print and just to see the look on their face, like, it's just priceless. I really recommend that you have a go with this printer for yourself, or just any printer actually. Just print out your work. So if you're a wedding photographer and you want to print out, you know, it's great to be able to surprise your clients. So what I'm going to do from now on is ask my clients after a wedding, you know, what was your favorite picture? Maybe in the online gallery that I use, you can favorite photos that you like. So I'll just go in there and have a look at the ones that they've favorited, and then I'll just print one out on A3, roll it up in a tube, and just send it out to them with a thank you note. And it will just be something memorable for them, and something that they can display straight away. So that's the professional end of it. If you're wedding photography, obviously if you're landscape photographer or whatever kind of photographer you are, you need to make big prints, this is the printer for you. I haven't really talked much about the actual features of the thing because I haven't really looked at them, to be honest. All I know is that it prints great pictures, and it's not that expensive to run either. You can have a look at my review on ShotKit where I break down the actual price per print. It's a bit arbitrary, but give you a rough idea. But like I said, I'm not really bothered about the features. I know that there's wireless capability and there's probably other functions that I haven't even got into. I don't care about any of that. I just want it to make a great print, and that it does that, and it's so easy to do. And I love looking at everything in A3. It makes you want to print out all your old photos. The last thing that I want to mention, so this is I'm talking about the Canon PIXMA Pro100S. So this is the newer version. There was a PIXMA Pro 100. All that I can see is different between these two versions is that the S includes some wireless functionality, improved wireless functionality, something with a cloud. I assume that you can print photos off your cloud, you know, Dropbox, all that kind of crap. And also Ethernet transfer capability or something. I don't know, I don't care about that. And I find it really strange that anyone would want to print directly from their iPhone to this kind of level of printer. So I'm not sure why Canon have decided to make this tiny incremental change to an already awesome printer. But the point is, you can get a Canon PIXMA Pro 100, so not the S, not the newer version, the one before, on Amazon at the time that I'm recording this video for around $350 US. And the PIXMA Pro 100 is at least $150 cheaper than the 100S. So Canon probably will hate me for saying this because I'm pushing you to their older product, which will probably be discontinued soon. But grab it while you still can. It's an amazing offer. I'm going to buy one. Canon haven't given me one, by the way. They've just lent one to me. I'm going to fork out my own money and buy one of these. The 100 version, not the S, because it prints out the same quality print. It does exactly what I want, and none of the, you know, that wireless stuff. Whoops. I'm going to stop talking now and head back home, but you get the idea. Canon PIXMA Pro 100 or the 100S, amazing printers. Print out your work, guys. Just do it, and make sure you do it at home so you've got control over the entire creative process and you're able to take a photo and print it out as soon as you've done that and give it to someone. Amazing. All right, cheers.